Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And each morning we'll be waiting on stocks to pop up in these 5 scans. Once I see a good one, I will click on it. We will immediately come over and check the current bar volume. We want to see this number really moving, a high volume flow. It's not a certain number, just we want to see a battle going on within this label. We don't want to see any delays or pauses. We want a real battle. Once we confirm that the volume is high enough, we come down here and we look at the Dominator Master. We want to see green bars breaking above this yellow average volume line. And down here on the My Blessing indicator, we want this line to be green and also moving up at the same time. Down here is the money flow. We want it green and moving up as well. And when you'll see a bubble pop up here, this is the percentage of buyers and sellers within this one candle. We want to see this green number up there in the 80s, 90s, 100s. And up here on this label, we want to see the 1 minute and the 5 minute, at least those two green before we click the buy button. And if you are new here, make sure that you trade on paper. Watch these live streams over and over and over, but don't use real money to learn this system. Trade it on paper first. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then change over to real money, but use small share size. And I'm talking about 1 to 10 shares. If you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I am not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my information and use it or use any of my indicators. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities. I'm here to teach indicators, not here to tell you when to buy and sell. So make sure that you reach out to the proper authorities. You could lose some or all of your money. And your active trader, make sure your TIF is set to EXT for extended hours. And when you're looking up here, it's not as complicated as you heard me describe earlier. We're just looking for all green, and you will find the all green. As soon as it happens, it's obvious. Seen a couple of stocks moving around this morning. TSLL, which is Tesla, is still rising. The SPY is rising. And of course, SOXL is rising along with it. Also, I'm keeping my eye on NVTS. We had a good run on it yesterday. Don't know how many of you participated in it or not, but the run was back here. Let's see if I can find it right there. It absolutely took off about 9:15, 9:20 in the morning and went from about $5 all the way up to $7.50. I made a nice little profit off of that stock. This morning, it's moving around a little bit. I did some research on this company. It's tied into NVIDIA. NVIDIA has a heavy investment into this company. It's probably moving up along with the NVIDIA earnings report to come out later today. Hopefully it'll keep climbing, and we'll see where it goes at the open. If something else pops up, I will definitely check it out. Thank you for joining me this morning, premium members and YouTubers. We'll see how the morning goes. It's really rare to see the SPY up already. Hopefully it doesn't drop down right when our market opens at the top of the hour. And remember, if you post stock picks, I am partially blind. Make sure you put the symbols in capital letters so that I can spot them easily. About 10 seconds to go. Waiting to see if anything pops up in these scans. BROG popping up. It's here in the magic scan. Let's see if it'll push higher. Watching these percentages, we want them up there in the 70s, 80s, 90s. We want a battle going on. The volume looks okay. Those percentages seem to be just holding and not rising. Now they are dropping slightly. Volume is still steady and rising. This is the kind of volume you want to see before you post a stock pick. We want a real battle going on. We had a few bars break above the yellow, but the price doesn't seem to want to go up. We have some sellers coming in. Money flow is negative. Red labels. Doesn't look like this one's going anywhere very fast. Not headed in the direction we needed to go. GME ran up before our market opened. Our market opened right there, right in this area. So we didn't miss it. It was just before ours opened. SPRO, cheap dollar stock bouncing around. Looks like we have enough buyers here. 31, 37%, 48, 51. It's a 10-cent candle there. If you were able to catch some of it. Watching those buyer percentages, we want them to climb. Continue going, 50%, 52, 65. If you're in this stock, start taking profit. You know these cheap ones, they don't stay up there very long. If you think it's going more, just sell partials and hang on to some. Percentages are at 70%, 75, rising on up. Take more profit if you're still in it. Nice little run for a cheap stock to start this Wednesday morning. Percentages are still up there in the 80s, dropping down slowly now. Profit taking going on. Good job, Greg B at $300, Mr. P at 90. Joe looks like he got 61 on BROG. That was the previous stock. D got 130. SC Jim $49. Autumn Rain 415. Good job, Autumn Rain. And D at 170. Looks like they're doing nothing but taking profit now. We'll probably drive it down a little bit more. And that is how fast it can happen. You have to be here early, be ready for these things to take off right at the top of the hour. It is 5 minutes after the market open. We've already got profits in the bank. So don't be late. Be here on time. It's worth getting up for, I promise you. Looks like the buyers are trying to push it up again. Don't know if I would trust it a second time around, since it is just a $1.70 stock. This just could be latecomers hoping that they can push it up again. And traders, good thing to remember, if you see me pull up a stock and it's already up and you kind of have the gut feeling that you're late, well, go ahead and take it as a late and don't get in. Better to miss one than to have to make up a big loss. Looks like they're trying to push it higher now, $1.91. Those latecomers are doing their duty. Let's see if they can keep it going. 87%. Probably going to get weak here again. Yep, ran out of power. Good job, Yatu. Good to see you this morning, brother. Looks like the buyers don't want to quit going to 208 now. We have a lot of profit taking each time it breaks out up here at the top side. 213 now. Those percentages are kind of weak up here at the top, so be very careful. Watch those dominator bars. These are profit takers right here. They're selling out on you. Good job, Greg B, with $460 on SPRO. LVWR, it ran a little bit earlier, just a couple minutes ago. I didn't click on it because I didn't think it was going anywhere. Plus, I thought the other stock SPRO was going to continue. Let's see if this one has the buyers behind it. The volume is kind of low. You can see it's hesitating, pausing a little. Don't know if I would trust this one at this level. Some buyers coming back in pushed the percentages up to about 80, but they pulled back. Few more buyers coming in. 83% on the bubble for buyers. We may push up a little bit here if they can keep the percentages up there at the top. Not going to happen. We're developing some wicks on the top of these candles. These are sellers driving the price back down. That tells me there's weakness up there. It's going to be hard to continue to the upside. And now pulling back. SPRO still bouncing around at the top. We have a couple of stocks up here, but they don't have any volume whatsoever. Probably a one-time buyer or two-time. Good job, Autumn Rain. Unplug the mouse now. You done good. SPRO pushing up a little more. Autumn Rain with a total of 845 on SPRO. Still struggling to get any higher. A lot of sellers up there in that area. Well, nice start to this Wednesday morning. High profits made on for some of you. LVWR doesn't want to die. More buyers have come in. Percentages are at 88%. Kind of bouncing around now, down to 44%, back up to 61. Not a whole lot of sellers here. This stock could go a little bit more. Let's keep an eye on it for a second. Waiting on these indicators to turn around and the money flow to come back to the north side. Looks like it's kind of dying out for now. The volume has stopped almost. We'll keep an eye on SPRO. It seems to be the better of the two stocks. There's still lots of volume in this one. Waiting on those indicators to turn around, those three lower ones. We need this My Blessing to turn upwards. Money flow is kind of flat. Volume is dying off. You can see the bars are getting shorter. And we have some red labels up here for the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15. Good job, Rosebud, at 526 on the LVWR. Nice job, traders. Will that wake you up in the morning? Goes right along with your coffee, don't it? Of course, it's probably lunchtime for some of you, or bedtime. Just a little server update I did. Closed a bill yesterday on it. Not quite ready to be picked up. Did put my hands on it. Waiting on that streaming server so we can get it fired up, get it programmed, get that website fired up, get it programmed to the server. We will be ready to go. We're getting closer. Makes me happy. Well, where I was really impressed was, we have this test server here that's like 4 inches thick and 3 feet long and 18 inches wide. This one is about 2 inches thick, maybe half of it. A little bit smaller in size, a whole bunch lighter. I guess technology has changed a lot since the old server. So I was impressed by its size. I don't think GME is going anywhere currently. I think it's just bouncing around for now. It looks promising, though. Waiting on some more activity to pop up in these scans. This one needs to be brought up to the top. 80% on SPRO. You can watch these percentages as well. They are just as reliable. Patiently waiting, that's what we do here. We spend more time waiting than we do playing the stocks. but that waiting sure pays off. Looks like SPRO found some buyers trying to push higher. Got 84% at times in that lower green bubble. Going to take a whole bunch of buyers to push it up now. There we go, up to 80%. Let's see if it'll keep going. Watch those dominator bars. We want them to continue getting tall and breaking above that yellow average volume line. These two indicators look good as we push upwards. I'm going to go ahead and take my profit here. I'll take the 20 cents. Second time I played this one this morning. I better quit and not head for that triple dip. This is a cheap stock that I normally don't play. Good job, traders. You are on top of it just like I was. 22 for Sawyer. 50 cents per share for Joby. Rosebud, 525 total now. Doc, 149. Greg B, another 65. 1002 for Stack and Loot. Eli, $9.31. Very good, Eli. As long as you're green, brother. $68 SPRO for Tony B. Autumn Rain now up to $8.98. TJ, $42.50 on 250 shares. Good job, TJ. Matthew, $120 over on YouTube. Good job, Matthew. D, I can only see the first letter of your name, but he gets $250, or she does. I don't know which way it goes there, male or female. I just have to guess sometimes. Sometimes I make a fool out of myself. Donnie, okay, Donnie. Thank you for that clarification. Dennis, 902 on 100 shares. Good job. I'm loving this new percentage indicator that I released last week. It's very accurate. It's more accurate than the other one we had, the candle percent change, whatever it was called. This one is new and improved. It's a lot more accurate. The stocks start rising above 50%, actually above 51%. So you can trust it on the lower levels as it's climbing up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Works really well. I love playing it on the 5-minute. It slows it down a little bit for old people like me. Gives me a better reading on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, Robert. Scalping Sniper is the indicator that came with this label. We've done some modifications over the last few days. Going to take me a while. I need to clean up the names. I got too many duplicate names that are too similar. Good job, Milo. 475 on that pop. Greg, we're not affecting it at all, I don't think. We're just riding the train with them. I'm sure we help a little bit, but that percentage would be hard for me to determine. Less than 1%, I would suppose. Good job, Andy. 174 on SPRO. Well, thank you, Lord. We were blessed early this morning, 6:05 to be exact. Waiting on the scans to become active again. Not seeing anything at the moment. Looks like we have about a total of 479 viewers this morning, total between the premium and YouTube. I can't really tell an accurate reading on YouTube, though. But it looks like 332 views, but they may not all still be there. Waiting on the next one. Thank you, Naranjan. It's awesome every morning, brother. every morning. Love doing this. Love helping others make some money. Trading right alongside me. I don't give you the buy and sell signal, but it's quite obvious up here. Stone Cold, quite a few of us did yesterday. It was a great run, but the spread was awful. We had some $3,000 winners on it, just over $3,000. The ranch, and I'll have to give it to you later. I'll take a snapshot of my setup. I don't have time to dig into that right now. Yeah, I saw Ross made 175, but the guy's trading with over $10 million. I'd probably do the same thing if I could throw money away like he does. He's above everybody. He can do what he wants. He can afford to write off the loss. Yeah, he's way above everybody. That's why he can produce the profits. He doesn't care if he loses 50 grand. He's on another level. Yeah, Chucko, he's doing good now, but I've seen him lose over 100K. I'm not saying he's not good at what he does. I like Ross. He's a good trader. It's just that a lot of people are not on his level. Not seeing anything moving at the moment. Still waiting on stock number 3. LVWR spiked up without me seeing it. Good job, Tony. Tony caught it, and Rosebud caught it. I see it down in one of my other scans off the monitor, off the screen. Now selling off a little. Good job, Metronome, Sawyer, Alvin, Jim, Joby, Ohio Dave, Aaron, David, Chucko, Mr. P. When you hear me calling out names, that's all profits. Good job, Dallas, over on YouTube. I see the money flow coming up off the bottom, but the My Blessing indicator trending down. We don't have any tall green bars here above the yellow line, so pretty much parking itself for now. And LVWR just wakes up all of a sudden right after I clicked off of it. Pushing up higher now, 80% on the little bit of spike there. Don't know if I would chase it up here at this level. It's already been rejected at 487. But there is a possibility to retest that 487. We need that green bubble to get up there in the 100%ers to go up for the retest. And we need the lower indicators to turn green. They are definitely trying. You got to remember too, when you click that mouse button, these stocks are moving very fast. You could click it at the time it rises and it'll miss you every time. You kind of have to anticipate the move. And I know that's hard to do because it's hard for me. But you kind of want to get in before the rocket ship takes off. If you're chasing a rocket, it's going to be hard to catch it. Very important when you're scalping. If you click that mouse button and immediately, if it doesn't go in your direction and starts pulling back, it's best to miss the trade and get out. If you click the mouse button and it does go in your favor, that's when you want to hang on. But you have to take some risk, and what I mean by that is maybe try to get in as these percentages are starting to rise, not when they're already hitting 100%. So a little bit of anticipation of the move is required. You cannot make up your loss on the same stock. If you do, you're going to get penalized. If you buy it and you made profit, you can buy it again and again and again as long as you're making profit. But you can't recover a loss on the same stock. It's been a rule forever. Yeah, if you figure you can make enough by getting back in to cover that penalty, then you're good to go. Personally, I don't care how we do it as long as we make profit. Is NVTS finally waking up? I'm seeing low percentages here on the bubble. The indicators, the money flow is still laying flat on the bottom. The volume is not flying like we like to see it. So slow progress here. This stock is related to NVIDIA. It's probably moving because of the NVIDIA earnings. So this is an anticipated move. It's a guessing game at this point. We don't know if NVIDIA earnings are going to be good, and we don't know if they're going to be good but yet sell it off. That's happened with PLTR. So kind of risky to just get in here thinking the earnings are going to be good. Thinking don't make you money. Playing the volume of buyers and sellers does. So until the volume picks up, I'm not interested. That is correct, the wash sale rule. Waiting on that next stock to pop up. It's kind of dead at the moment. And YouTubers, if you like what you see, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make YouTube buy my coffee each morning. I would really appreciate your help. Thank you, Soul. My coffee's already cold, Modern. I'm still sipping it, though. Cold coffee makes me money. Make sure you check the volume on these stocks before you post them. If it's not moving, we're not interested. Jay Bird, I just use them for confirmation of what I'm thinking in my brain. If I see all of these other indicators are green and I look over here and I see some green labels, I'm interested. So they're just part of the whole plan, the whole strategy. I'm not waiting on it to get way up here and turn green, because usually the move is already happening. But when I change over to the higher time frame, sometimes I trade on the 5-minute, slow things down a little bit, then these become more reliable. But as far as trading off the 1-minute, I'm relying on the 1-minute and the 5-minute. Everything you see on the screen is looking at this stock in a different way. They're not repetitive of each other. They're completely programmed different to do different functions, different types of research to confirm the move. So all of these indicators are kind of working together so that we have a better shot at making a profit. They all run live. Nothing is delayed here. They are live indicators. They will take some resources out of your machine if you don't have enough RAM. And your internet speed has to be solid. But believe me, it's worth the investment. It'll pay for itself in a day or a week if you know what you're doing. Elmira, these are set at 51%, I believe. On the labels, I haven't looked for a percentage on them. I don't know that I even set one. And right now I can't dig into it. So if you're new here on the YouTube, I stream live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If there's not a holiday, you get 3 free hours a week. If you're interested in joining us, above the chat is a white and yellow label. We are over on Discord temporarily. I'm trying to get us off of it. I hate the scammers over there. But if you want to go ahead and join us, you can click that label, then upgrade once you join Discord. But only join for 1 month at a time, because we will be switching over to the website hopefully soon. And I know I've been saying that for months, but I'm just as ready as you are, believe me. And if you do join us, you get 60 plus scans, 30 plus something indicators. Of course, I think those numbers are wrong now. They may be like 70 and 40. Because I've been writing a bunch of code lately. Plus, you get me 4 hours a day instead of 1 free hour on YouTube. You get our support department. You get Milo doing his training a few times a week, sometimes 3, sometimes 2. Just all depends on his availability. But we'd love to have you on board. I hope you enjoyed this morning's session. I hope I put a little bit of money in your bank. I look forward to seeing everyone back on Friday on YouTube. Let's make a little bit more money together. So have a very blessed trading day. And as always, God bless. I will see you guys on Friday.